That's right, the 2002 Ohio State $quarter, a coin most people think is worth just 25 cents, has some extremely rare minting errors that make collectors go absolutely crazy. So, if you've got any Ohio quarters in your change, you better check them carefully, because one small detail could make your coin a fortune waiting to be discovered. The background. The year was 2002. The United States Mint was deep into its wildly popular 50-state quarters program, a project that ran from 1999 to 2008. Each coin in the series celebrated one of the 50 U.S. states, featuring designs that captured each state's spirit, culture, and history. Ohio's design stood out as one of the most iconic and symbolic of the entire program. The most valuable errors and varieties: double die errors, $4,000 to $5,000. Off-center strike errors, $2,000 to $2,500. Missing clad layer errors, $6,500 to $7,000. Double struck errors, $8,000 to $15,000. Grading and authenticating your error coin. If you think you found one of these rare 2002 Ohio error quarters, the next step is crucial. You'll want to get it authenticated and graded by a professional service like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service. NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Company. Professional grading not only confirms authenticity but can increase your coin's value tenfold. A certified mint state, MS 65 or higher, coin with a dramatic error can skyrocket in value. For example, an ungraded missing clad layer coin might sell for $800, but that same coin graded MS 66 by PCGS could fetch $4,000 or more. How to identify your Ohio quarters at home? Want to see if you've got one of these valuable treasures? Here's how. Check the date and mint mark. Look for the year 2002 and the D mint mark for Denver. Use a magnifying glass. Examine the lettering and design closely for doubling or cracks. Inspect the rim and edges. Broad strikes and missing clad layers often show on the coin's edge. Weigh your coin. Standard quarters weigh 5.67 grams. Anything significantly lighter or heavier may be a wrong planchet. Look for mirror images or distortions. These could indicate a blockage or double strike. Preserve your coin carefully. Avoid cleaning it, just store it in a coin holder and seek professional evaluation. Who knows? You might just be holding the next record-breaking 2002 error quarter. Final thoughts. The 2002 Ohio State quarter reminds us that even the smallest coins can hide enormous value, from off-center strikes and double dies to missing layers and wrong planchets. Each error tells a tale of imperfection turned perfection, a mistake that became priceless, because one of them might just be your ticket to a life-changing discovery. The 2004 Wisconsin State $quarter isn't just another piece of pocket change, it's one of the most talked about and valuable coins in U.S. history. Collectors are going wild over a small mistake barely the size of a grain of rice hidden in the design of this coin, a tiny leaf. Yes, you heard that right. A tiny extra leaf has turned an ordinary quarter into one of the most valuable modern U.S. coins ever struck. The background: the year was 2004, and the U.S. Mint was continuing its wildly successful 50-state quarters program, a decade-long celebration of American history, with each coin honoring a different state. By this point, collectors all across the country were hooked. Every new design release sparked excitement, and millions of people began checking their change hoping to find rare state quarters. The most valuable errors and varieties: double die errors, $1,500 to $2,000. Off-center strike errors, $2,000 to $3,000. Missing clad layer, $1,000 to $6,000. Multiple strike errors, $6,000 to $10,000. How to identify and check your Wisconsin quarter. So how can you tell if you have one of these rare coins? Here's what to do. Check the date and mint mark. Look for 2004 and the letter D on the obverse, front. Flip the coin. On the reverse, back, look at the ear of corn next to the cow. Inspect closely. If you see an extra line above the corn curving upward, you've got the high leaf variety. If the extra leaf curves downward, touching the cheese wheel, that's the low leaf variety. Use magnification. A 10x jeweler's loupe or macro camera can help you see the details clearly. Do not clean the coin. Cleaning can damage it and destroy its collector value. Handle it only by the edges and store it in a coin holder. Grading and authenticating your coin. If you believe you found one of these valuable quarters, your next step is professional grading and authentication. Trusted grading companies include PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service. NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Company. A coin certified by PCGS or NGC with an official extra leaf designation can sell for 5 to 10 times more than an ungraded example. Even a circulated coin with the correct error, when authenticated, can fetch several $100s instantly. Final thoughts: the 2004 Wisconsin State Quarter isn't just another piece of change, it's a reminder that even the smallest mistakes can lead to extraordinary value. A single extra leaf. Something so tiny most people would overlook it turned an everyday coin into a modern legend worth thousands, so next time you're counting your quarters, look closely. The 2006 Nevada State Quarter dollar might look like an ordinary coin at first glance, but hidden among the millions minted are a few mysterious errors that have sent collectors into a frenzy. These rare mistakes, barely visible to the naked eye, have transformed a humble quarter into a treasure worth small fortunes. The background: in 2006, the U.S. Mint released the Nevada State Quarter as part of the legendary 50 State Quarters program, one of the most successful coin programs in U.S. history. The Nevada Quarter was the 36th design in the series, celebrating the state's rich history. While the Philadelphia Mint's coins were generally clean and consistent, it was the 2006 Denver Mint quarters that began showing up with bizarre and valuable flaws. The most valuable errors and varieties: die, crack or cut error, $2,000 to $3,000. Double die error, $5,000 to $8,000. Off-center strike error, $2,000 to $5,000. Missing clad layer error, $3,000 to $6,000. Grading and authentication. Now, here's something every coin hunter should know. If you believe you found one of these 2006 Nevada era quarters, don't clean it, don't polish it, and don't try to fix it. Instead, get it professionally graded by one of the major grading companies: PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service. NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Company. Once authenticated, your coin will receive an official grade, like MS-64, MS-67, etc., and an error label describing the type. For example, 2006 Nevada quarter struck through grease error. A graded and slabbed coin can sell for 5 to 10 times more than an ungraded one, especially on major auction platforms like heritage auctions or gray collections. How to identify and check your coin? Here's how you can check your 2006 Nevada quarters for rare errors. Check the date and mint mark. Make sure it reads 2006 and has the D mint mark. Examine both sides under good light. Look for cracks, doubling, or unusual texture. Inspect the rim and edge. Missing clad layers or off-center strikes are easiest to spot here. Use a magnifier 10x or 20x. Subtle doubling or grease errors often need magnification. Compare to a normal example. Keep a standard 2006 quarter nearby for reference. If something looks different, don't ignore it. You might just have discovered a mini fortune. Final thoughts: yet hidden among them are coins worth hundreds, thousands, or even millions of dollars. A simple mistake made inside the Denver Mint nearly 2 decades ago is still changing people's lives today. So check your change, your coin jars, and your old rolls of quarters, because the next legendary 2006 Nevada era coin could be hiding in your pocket right now. The rare 2000 era Virginia State Quarter dollar, worth a life-changing fortune. We're diving deep into the untold history behind this quarter, the astonishing minting mistakes that turned a 25-cent coin into a collector's dream, and the key signs that could reveal you're holding one of these rare treasures right now. The background: the year 2000 marked the 4th year of the legendary U.S. State Quarters program, one of the most popular coin series in American history. The program began in 1999 and ran through 2008, releasing 5 unique quarter designs each year, each celebrating a different U.S. state with symbols that captured its history and identity. The 2000 Virginia State Quarters were struck at both Philadelphia and Denver Mints. The most valuable errors and varieties: off-center strike errors, $1,500 to $3,000. Double die obverse DDO, $2,000 to $5,000. Wrong planchet errors, $25,000 to $50,000. Broad strike errors, $7,000 to $12,000. How to identify a rare 2000 era quarter? If you want to check your change, here's what to look for. Mint mark D. Focus on Denver minted coins. Date 2000. Look carefully for any doubling on the digits. Reverse details. Examine the ship's masts, sails, and lettering under magnification. Any doubling or ghosting is a good sign. Edges missing reeds or unusually wide rims could indicate a broad strike. Color and weight. If the coin looks golden or lighter/heavier than a normal quarter, you might have a wrong planchet or missing layer error. Alignment. If the front and back designs don't line up when flipped, that's another clue of a striking mishap. Keep a 10x jeweler's loop, or better yet, a USB microscope handy. It could turn your regular pocket change into a payday. Grading and authentication. If you believe you found something unusual, here's what you should do: do not clean the coin. Cleaning reduces value drastically. Weigh it carefully. Normal weight, 5.67 grams. Anything lighter or heavier could mean a wrong planchet or missing layer. Take clear, high-resolution photos of both sides and the edge. Send it for authentication to a reputable grading service, PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service. NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Company. ANAX or ICG for secondary verification. A certified error coin in a tamper-proof holder not only confirms authenticity, it also multiplies its market value dramatically. In this video, we're uncovering the unbelievable story behind the 2001 D-era Kentucky State quarter dollar, its creation, its hidden minting mistakes, how to spot them, and how collectors are paying jaw-dropping prices for the rarest examples. Could make you check every quarter you've ever owned. The background. Let's rewind to the year 2001. America was halfway through one of its most popular coin programs ever, the 50 State Quarters program. Launched by the U.S. Mint in 1999, the design was created by T. James Farrell, a U.S. Mint sculptor engraver. On the reverse, we see a beautiful image of Federal Hill, the historic Bardstown mansion known as My Old Kentucky Home. The most valuable errors and varieties: off-center strike errors. $1,500 to $2,500. Double die errors. $2,000 to $5,000. Missing clad layer errors. $6,800 to $7,000. Double struck or multiple strike errors, $10,000 to $15,000. Grading and authenticating your coin. If you think you found a valuable 2001 D Kentucky quarter, don't rush to sell it right away. First, you'll want to confirm it's genuine and professionally graded. The two most trusted grading services are PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service. NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Company. A coin authenticated and graded by one of these companies can easily sell for 10 to 20 times more than an ungraded example. High grades like MS-65, MS-67, or MS-68 dramatically increase the coin's value, especially for errors in pristine condition. Collectors love coins with clear, visible mistakes that are well preserved, and those can spark fierce bidding wars at auctions. How to identify your Kentucky quarters at home. Here's how you can inspect your 2001 D Kentucky quarter. Look for the mintmark D found on the obverse, near Washington's ponytail. Examine the edges. A missing clad layer often reveals a copper-colored edge. Use a magnifying glass. Check for doubling on the text, horse, or mansion details. Check alignment. See if the design appears off-center or unusually wide, broad strike. Weigh your coin. If it weighs less or more than the standard 5.67 grams, it could be a wrong planchet or lamination error. Look for mirrored designs. A blockage error will appear reversed on one side. If you spot anything unusual, set that coin aside immediately. It could be worth a fortune.